up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre tutorials and reviews, back in here with one more video. Guys, you already know what time it is. It's time to get active. Shout out to my Instagram at Mediocre tutorials and reviews, link down in the description box down below. Guys, keep on sending me this dope content. We'll wholeheartedly appreciate it. Now, guys, these are one of these types of videos that really doesn't need much commentary or at all. I'm going to let this sucker play for as long as what I can. You guys already know I like to interrupt, but we're going to do it that way. I'm going to let it play. I'm going to listen to it, interject sparsely. But the real reason is that the content that we're about to go over, I have but so much experience with it, all right? But I got a surprise for you at the end from someone that I know, very near and dear to me, that does, okay? Without further ado.
You know, I'm one of those pages you either going to come to me to laugh or to think. But we're always going to talk about the real, and we're going to address accountability. And today is definitely one of those days. I've always been a solid woman. I'm non-biased in my opinions. If I can hand it to the fellas, I'm going to definitely hand it to the ladies, and I don't give two fucks. Can you women explain why there's so many good fathers and good men that's on child support, that's going through the system? Why is it that there's so many good fathers that don't have access to their children? Because you want to be a bitch about things? Because you want to control shit? So the what he didn't want your funky ass? So the what he dogged you out? So the what shit didn't happen the way that you planned? That's life. Oh well, maybe his character might be f***ed up. He might need to mature in certain areas. Doesn't mean that he's not a great father or a great provider for his child or his children. The thing about it is that a lot of you chicks are moved on with your life. You got a whole other nigga in your life, married and then some. You still want to keep coming for him. Like, he happy that you are moved on with your life, and you mad that he happy. You mad that he content, with or without you. You have done everything you could possibly do to try to hurt this man, and he still take those L's, and he still take those blows, and then still persevere and push through. So then,
now there's gonna be there's a couple types of audiences, but I want to talk to these two right now. There's either A, the type of audience member that is currently going through ish like this, and I know all y'all over there, leave comments down below in the description box down below. Start to tell y'all stories, okay? The second is, I'm going to talk to y'all right now, for those that have not encountered these situations, okay? Do understand that the more that you go and you are having unprotected sex, you are putting your future in their hands. Understand that. So wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, all right? I've managed to make it to 35 years old, and I don't have any children right now, and I can tell you that I've done that and been strategic in that decision making and calculating in that decision making because I want all of the control until I am ready for it, whatever day that might be. All right, let's move on.
then you bring your black ass to social media and talk about how you can't find you a good man. No, you can't find a punk.
Oh,
there's a difference. You females, you don't want to build with a man. You want to build a man. So what you funky miserable ass do is you take your daughters and you rob them access to their fathers so that you can inbred them with that same toxicity and hatred that you have towards men. And then you want to do that same foul shit to your son. Deny him access to his father so that you can control his manhood and rear him to be that you never had in your life. Y'all want to talk about generational curses. Now let's get into it.
Woo! Shit! So the pause. I know I said I wasn't gonna pause it like that, but god damn, generational curses. And the only way that it can be snapped out of it is if you talk about situations like this. And I really, truly, and really believe that. What does it say right there on the side? If it don't apply, let it fly. All right. So all of y'all down in y'all feelings right now, going crazy because you feel like this applies to you. Understand that if it doesn't, and if you do the things in your life to make sure that the man and the father is present, and you understand the benefit of him being near and dear and close, then it doesn't apply to you. This conversation is for those that don't. And if y'all act like you don't know Women that don't do this, you're bugging. You're lying to yourself. Or you are one of those women. Or you were one of those. But the only way we can solution for it is to begin to talk about it, because then it starts to switch the narrative while you seek accountability for these actions.
Truth be told, a lot of you females have forced your way into a guy's life anyway. I mean, come on, we all know that mistakes happen. And even with the mistake happening, he necessarily didn't even want you or the child. He was okay, you know, I'm going to step up to the plate as a man. I'm going to own up to my responsibility and be the best father I know how. But because he still didn't choose you, you want to make hell for a nigga, right?
Yeah.
You miserable ass. And then you want to come to social media with this all woe is me attitude. Like, come on now. Bitch, you knew the rules of engagement. Up here, sitting here posting memes and shit as if you trying to throw shade towards me, you know? That shit don't move him. That shit don't move anybody. All you are is hurt, boo. You know, and take your hurt ass some motherfucking way and get healed. That's what the fuck you need to do. Stop creating memes and create a fucking life for yourself. How about that? And as always, if it don't apply, let it fly, boo-boo.
All right, so that's all I'm gonna play of that one. The Instagram account of the content creator that created that, of course, you guys already know it's gonna be down in the description box down below. Actually, was on the side of the video the entire time. I don't know if you guys had saw that. Listen, guys, at the end of the day, it's not my particular situation, but I have brothers around me that are going through this very exactly what she's talking about, and I reached out to my brother to get his thoughts on it. Let's play that right now.
That post resonated on so many levels. It's just refreshing to see a woman call out the toxic behaviors that mothers in co-parenting situations display behind closed doors. Because that's never what's talked about. It's always the man. It's always the man is the villain and the woman is the hero in a co-parenting situation. And a lot of times that's just not the case. It was refreshing. It's a small win for good fathers against these type of mothers. And it's not anything big, but it's just like, thank you for noticing. Like, honestly, she touched on a lot of different topics. The control, the going to social media to victimize themselves, but most importantly, the influence that these mothers have on the upbringing of their children. I'm not on child support, so my situation is a bit different, but I would say that it's tougher, and you're often more, you're subjected to the behaviors mentioned in the post more, especially when the agreement is just between you and the other parent. There are no repercussions for the mother breaking her side of the bargain.
Let me pause it right there. I think he said something super interesting right there that it didn't even occur to me. He said that he's not on child support. So what he's saying is that he's more subjected to the bullshit because there isn't a child support document that etches the rules of engagement. And I think that's important to bring up because I think that when you have the documentation, you can leverage the documentation from a third party as to what those rules are. But when it's something just simply made up between you and this person that is still hurt that you never chose them, you subject yourself to more.
It doesn't matter, even when you're on child support, if the mother decides to not let you see the child, then you're going to have to go through the system. That could take, anywhere from a month to 6 months to a year. And a whole bunch of money just to gain access to your child. But oh, by the way, you're still paying that child support. Don't you think you're getting out of that? So it's insane. I actually went through the comments just to see what was being said, but of course I wasn't shocked. I saw people trying to justify their behavior. You don't know the situation. Let me tell you guys all something. There was never any situation where the child's safety is at risk, there's no abuse or, emotional abuse, whatever. If that's not happening, there is no reason that a child should not see another parent or should be denied access. And, it's funny, you see two people trying to, justify the behavior. The women who just don't take accountability in this world, and then B, the simps who won't hold women accountable interactions. Whatever you like, men who basically want to position themselves as that within women's lives.
All right, guys, that's the last I'm gonna play of that. Hopefully you enjoyed his thoughts. Maybe I gotta have him on here for a live stream for those that have questions regarding the particular situation that you may be in, or just from hearing from someone who has experience. So listen, but guys, I wanted to be able to share that with you here today to get personal, because I would be remiss to have this conversation, but it not to be inherently within my life, but knowing someone that is going through and exactly what the young lady was saying. What he said from the last part that I want you to hone in on, it is draining to have to deal with someone that makes the decisions completely from emotional based decisions. I'm not saying that it's all women that do that, but from those that just react and fly off by the hip. So but ask yourself, if you don't choose to protect yourself and you are having unprotected, and you know the emotional stability or capability of the ones that you are messing with, you are setting yourself up for a future life of complete and utter torment. Okay? So wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. For all y'all that's watching this and you got your group text with all your fellas, send it off. Or the 11 ladies that are watching this right now, you know your younger brother needs to see this, send it off, okay? Because sometimes it helps coming from a man as opposed to coming from you, okay? Last point I want to make. Ladies, if you have ladies in your life, you have women in your life that are perpetrators of this, why don't you hold them accountable? Why? Okay? This is a generational curse, and we have to be able to solution for that, all right? Questions, comments, concerns, y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Feel free to hit me up. We got a Patreon be booming. You don't believe me? Send me an email. Ask me a question about it. All right? Until next time, YouTube.